welcome to the Knitting Project. My name is Sharon. I'm coming to you from Surrey in the UK, where I live with my family and my animals. Today is Friday the 20th of June 2025 and this is episode 188. Welcome if you are a new viewer and welcome back if you're a returning viewer. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is my podcast about what I've got up to crafting wise since I last spoke to you. Mostly knitting. In fact, I think it's all knitting today. And apologies for my absence. Life has been very busy. You can't see it, but that whole wall on that side of my office has changed. Hold on. I would swing you round. Do you know what? Let's just use a different camera. It's not going to be as good a quality, but never mind. Let's just do that quickly now. Right, let's just record that. So that's what I'm talking about. That is new. That obviously is not. And then we've got all these calyx units around it. Which has meant that I really haven't been in a position to do any podcasting because it's just been manic. I also had a birthday and that was a bit manic too. It was lovely manic, but still manic. So I have done a lot of crafting since I spoke to you, but I can honestly not remember an awful lot of what I did. So what I've done is I've got the stuff I know I did. So I've got 2 finished objects, and I'd also lost, which is ironic, I'd lost my June dishcloth. So I haven't done all my June dishcloth yet. And then I'd also lost my podcast basket. Can you see where this is going? And last night I managed to find my podcast basket. Want to have a guess at what was in there? That's right, the June dishcloth. So I can at least carry on with that. So hopefully I'll get that done this weekend. I have not done my June Christmas socks for Kelly's Christmas socks. Cal, that's fallen by the wayside. So yeah, I've kind of been very much concentrating on trying to get all this. It doesn't look very different. I guess that picture that used to be on that wall, that's gone there. But I think from this view, it doesn't look particularly different. But the rest of the house has changed quite a lot. So there's been lots going on behind the scenes. And thank you for those that have reached out and made sure I'm okay. Yes, I'm fine. It's just been a bit crazy. But I'm back. I'm hoping I've got plans. I've got plans for a snippet on Wednesday. So tomorrow, which is solstice because it's 21st. I am going to open my Woody Goodness solstice box. I'm going for breakfast with my daughters. Well, it's 2 out of 3. Maybe the third one as well. I need to find out if she's coming as well. And also, Ian and I are hopefully going to Ashdown Forest to film the sunset, which I think will be the 3rd, if not 4th year I've done that. So I want to try and put that all together as a little snippet for Wednesday. There may already be a vlog up from Saturday. If not, it'll be up the next Saturday. That depends on whether I get enough time to edit, because obviously today's Friday and Saturday's tomorrow, and I've got a big day tomorrow, so I haven't got time to edit, so I might not be able to do that. I'm thinking about it. I don't think I'm even going to put myself under that pressure. Let's say that's going up next week. So shall we have a look at what I've been doing? First up, I have got a couple of FOs, as I said. They're both socks and they're both shorty socks, but I did manage to finish my May Lay Family Yarn Christmas yarn. So this was By the Light of the Silvery Moon, and these are the Winter Bird socks by Jules of So Sweet Violet. I've did mine top down. The pattern is toe up, and those are the little birds. I've put some little seagulls in as well as the other birds, and yeah, very pleased with those. I love them. I did mean to do a white toe, forgot, so didn't. And there is a second one. The reason that the second one's not on a blocker is because I've got my other little sock on the other one. So yes, I love this. I love this yarn. The yarn was beautiful. I did use 2.5mm needles, and I did my socks on 2 circulars. So yeah, that's sock 1. So next up is my Lilybet socks, which is a lovely pattern from Rebecca Norman, and the yarn is green lambkin yarn, Tiptoe Through the Tulips. It sparkles. I don't know whether you can pick up the sparkle. The camera doesn't always do that. And oh yeah, I love them. I'm really pleased actually I'm getting to show these because I can now wear them, which would be useful. Actually, they go quite well with my top I'm wearing today. I love them. It was a lovely pattern. It really was. It's very potato chippy, this pattern. This is a good just above a vanilla pattern. I will definitely do this pattern again. My lovely friend Ali, I think, gifted me this pattern, and I think it's taken me this long to knit the socks. I'm sorry, Ali, but I love them. Got there eventually. Did you ever knit yours? Let me know. But yeah. Oh, isn't it lovely? Yeah. So that's that. So they're my 2 FOs. I have a third FO, which I will put some video in now of it blocking on the line. I finished my pink dotted rays shawl. I do not have it to show you in real life because it has been gifted to a dear friend for her birthday, and I was so pleased I managed to get it finished in time. I was cutting it fine, and it's silly because I knew it was going to be for her when I was knitting it, and it was like, oh, I've got plenty of time, I've got plenty of time. I did get it there. I think it was like a day late, so it wasn't too bad. That's actually quite good for me. Normally I'm a couple of months late. Ali can attest to that. So yeah, I'm all sorted. I was really pleased with that. So the dotted rays is a pattern by Stephen West. It's one of my favourite shawl patterns to knit. It's very, very easy to knit. It's very fun, and it produces this beautiful colour wash, which I love if you're using minis. So yeah, that's my dotted rays. I'm very pleased. So I got that off my needles as well. So now we're going to whips. And living in my Taffy Mouse Bag. Taffy Mouse Bag is my dishcloth. Oh, and that's where my other berry's gone. I was wondering where that had gone. So yeah, that's how. This is the Wondrous Dishcloth by Jules of So Sweet Violet, and that's as far as I got. So I've got that much left to go now. I have finally learnt the pattern enough that I don't actually have to read it anymore. It's only taken me, what's this, number 6 to get to it. It's a beautiful orange colour. I really like that. So I've got all of these now. One, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and then this will be number 6, and this is Hello yarn. Hello Petite Ball, 100% cotton yarn. I got mine from Amazon. Yeah, so I'm getting there slowly but surely. I am getting there. I can't tell you what colour that one is because the ball band to that is not here. I know where it is, but I haven't got it with me at the moment. So, yay for finding the dishcloth. That's probably what I'm going to work on today, if I'm honest. That, and I want to do some embroidery. So that's that one. And then I've got, living in here, this is, I think they're pretty much all Sherry Irish bags actually, except for one So Remy. So living in this one, I have picked up my summer flower socks by This Handmade Life, and it's Bird Street yarn. I think it's called Cinnamon Snow or something like that. I think it's supposed to be a Christmas colourway, but it's so pretty. I definitely think it's a summer sock for me. So that was one I'd finished, and then when I picked these up again, I was there. So I've done the heel flap and heel flap and heel turn, and I'm now on the gusset. So when I'm doing a patterns sock on, it looks crazy, doesn't it? On 2 circulars, while I'm doing the gusset decreases, I pop all of the pattern onto a 3rd needle, so that I've only got, I just can go straight across the pattern at the front. So I've got one needle that's decreasing for that gusset that side, and another needle that's decreasing for that gusset that side. You can put all of that on one and decrease each end. I just find it's a little bit more fiddly, so I'm quicker just slipping a third one in. But I get people having that many needles dangling might find it irritating. I don't, but I think it's just because I'm used to it. And I've got those beautiful crystal stitch markers on there, which sadly you can't get any more from the source I got them from, because it was Jules at So Sweet Violet, and oh, I love them. I love them so much. If anybody actually sees any others anywhere, and lets me know. They're very precious. They're my favourite, because they just look so pretty against your knitting, especially if you're knitting outside in the sunshine and they're catching the sun. Yeah, I just love it so much. So that's the yarn. It's a beautiful colourway. Again, 2.5mm needles, and this pattern is not so intuitive. You do have to look at it, so it does take me a little while to do it. The only good news is it's a 12 row pattern repeat, so you do get a rest row every other row, and once you've done the 12 rows, your sock's grown quite a bit, so there's that. There is that. Yeah, but loving doing that. So I've picked that up, especially if I'm outside just watching a podcast and just want something to knit on that's a bit more involved than a vanilla sock. So at the moment I'm watching Sherry Iris from the beginning again. I've done that once, I'm doing it again now. Next up, another Sherry Iris bag. This one she kindly made for me as a gift. And in here, I have the disaster sock. It's not a disaster sock at all. It's a beautiful sock. But this is, oh, I can't remember. Was this Beach Hut? I think this is Beach Hut. It's a self-striping from Les Family Yarn. And I was going great guns. I cast on with the mini and did a 2x2 twisted rib. And then I did... I'm doing a slip stitch pattern each time the colour changes, so that's just me doing it. And then I was going into the heel flap and gusset because I only wanted these to be shorties. And then disaster struck. My between my cat and my husband, it was a joint effort between them. They spilt coffee on my mini. It's quite bad. It's soaked pretty much through. The further you go in, it's just all coffee. And obviously it's because it's a wound ball, it's not even just in one piece so that I can just cut it out. So I have messaged Kelly and she's very kindly going to send me another one. So this sock is on hold until I can get another mini. I think this is just gonna have to go in the bin. I really don't think yeah, I really don't think I can salvage that. I might try winding it off and putting it back into a skein and then soaking it and see if that helps, but it seems like quite a lot of effort for a mini. We will see. Yeah, Ian was like, can't you just put it in a bowl of water? And I'm like, no, that will not work. Put it in a toe of a sock or something. But yeah, it's really that bad. So yes, that hit a bit of a disaster. So that's on a stopping point until the extra mini turns up. But isn't it beautiful? So I can't wait. I hand wound that, by the way, because who doesn't like hand winding a gobstopper ball when it's self-striping? And I honestly think that's kind of a hobby in itself. Oh, I really enjoyed doing that the day I did that. It was so much fun. So that's all hand wound. And yeah, I'm looking forward to getting on with it. But as I said, hiatus again, using 2 circulars, 2.5mm needles. And that was a 60 stitch count. Hopefully I can get back to that one next week. What's that one? This is a very old whip. I needed a, this is Living in a So Rainy bag. Again, isn't that a beautiful summery bag? I needed a vanilla sock because I was going out somewhere, I can't remember where, and I couldn't find my vanilla sock. I have now since found it, my Tay sock. I have now found it, but I hadn't. So I'd already done sock 1, and this is Blue Fern Yarns Leaf Pile, and it's a Donegal tweed. I'm just doing a plain vanilla sock. I did a 2x2 twisted rib, and then that's the sock I'd finished. And then I basically cast this on, so I've done quite a bit of this. Just trying to remember where I was. I know I did a lot of knitting. Again, 2.25 2 circular needles. Yeah, where had I gone? Don't know, can't remember. But yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? You can see why it's called leaf pile. I think it fits the name beautifully. So, oh, I'm loving this. And I mean, to be fair, I haven't got much more to do with that before it's finished. So I might just throw that in as my grab and go sock for now. And then once that was finished, I can go back to my Tate to Tate sock. There's always a reason to leave that sock alone, isn't there? It's so funny. That sock always gets bumped. It'll get finished one day. So yeah, I've obviously hand wound this ball as well. I got this at a yarn show, and I think I might have cast it on straight away. I seem to vaguely remember maybe winding this up in the car on the way home. Yeah, I don't know where I was. I'm trying to think back as to where I would have been to do so much. I was obviously stuck in a car going somewhere. So that's that one. There we go. And then lastly, living in this beautiful Sherry Iris bag is a new cast on. I have got the pattern for the Under the Stars blanket, which is a pattern by Amy Loudon, who is And Other Knits now. And it's a knitted quilted blanket. And it's just so intuitive. It's such an easy pattern. The video tutorials are incredible. Honestly, I would highly recommend this. Highly recommend it. I love it. So that's my first block all done. I need to block it. There was a few things in the middle there that I didn't do quite right, but for the first block, I don't mind. I've corrected it for the sort of subsequent blocks. But it's so much fun. It's fingering weight held double, and that's block 1. So this is my second block. Ooh. It's all ends at the moment because I haven't dealt with the ends on this one yet. But there we go, look. I'm using 4mm needles, which is what it calls for in the pattern, and I'm using DPNs from that set I bought, the Sings. But yeah, so I love it so much. And this is actually Amy's yarn as well, so it's down, well, Amy and her sister Jen, so this is Dandelion and Dogwood yarn, both the main skeins and the minis. And yeah, absolutely love it. It's good fun to knit, it really is. The actual individual sections literally take about 10 minutes to knit, and once you've kind of figured it out the first time, you've got it. It's done with short rope shaping. It's really clever. Yeah, I absolutely love it. Happily knitting away on that. Haven't quite decided whether I want to be doing, because you could do a block a day. Actually, I don't think that would be difficult at all to do a block a day. But if I did that, I wouldn't have time to knit on anything else. So I'm trying to decide whether I should knit like that as one day, and then that as one day, and that as one day. And then the squares at the side are just like little cozy memory squares. So they take seconds. Oh, bear with. And as always happens when I get interrupted, I have no clue where I was, but I was showing you this and saying how amazing the pattern was, and yeah, how I would try and split it, I think, because I do want to knit on something else. I toyed with the idea of going back on project, and I'm not averse to that. I just need to figure out the project and find the projects to work on. Just in the back of my mind, I want to work on my mystery blanket, my Debbie Abrahams mystery blankets, because I've got so many of them, and I really should get, you know, even if I got a square a month done eventually, well, actually that would still take me a long time. That would take me forever. So I'm really casting on another kind of long-term blanket, and then thinking, oh, actually this isn't that long-term, because to do the adult size blanket you need 30 of these. And you can easily get one of these done in a week, easily. So 30 weeks, I don't think that's horrendous time for a blanket. However, said that, that's only the start of it, because then you've got to do all the sashing and the edging. So maybe a little bit longer than that. Maybe it's a year-long project. But yeah, I would like to get one of my mystery blankets finished. I've got so many started, I need to get some finished. I don't know what I'd do with them when I finish them, mind you, but hey, at least they'll be done. Anyway, that's my last project to show you. I'm trying to keep this relatively short, only because I want to have time to edit it, and I'd rather get something out than nothing out, if you'll bear with me. So that's that. I have got some Happy Mail. I've got both purchases and clubs, actually, so let's run. Sorry, I've just noticed that my never noticed that before, my crochet hook roll, which is, I got this as a lovely present from Gaynor from Tales of Cookie Land, which I was blown away for. I've just realised that that actually matches that. I've had both of these for years and only just realised they match. How funny is that? Right, so let's start with my Season Spell Club from Beehive Yarns. So this is going to be May's, is it? Or June's? No, it's May's. So if you've not had yours, I haven't opened it yet, look away, but I'm very late showing these. So that's the mood board. And then this is the beautiful yarn. Oh, it's just stunning. Look at the little speckles on that. Oh, love it so much. I was going to do a northeasterly with these, and I think I am going to do northeasterlies with these. I'm just not going to cast it on just yet, because I cast on the other blanket. I think I need to get some blankets finished first. But yeah, so that's that one. And then I've also got my Woolly Goodness one, which is also May, I think. Yeah, May. And this is Star Wars. So again, if you've not opened yours, then look away. But I can't imagine why you wouldn't have done. So we have Use the Force, Luke. Help Me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. These are so pretty. I love this one. If You Strike Me Down. Oh, that colour is just gorgeous. Glorious. Let the Wookiee Win. And Medal Ceremony. So they are so pretty. These are the reason the crochet hook's out, because I was going to start I was going to start a little crochet blanket with them all, but again, no more blankets for the moment. I had a reality check, I think. So these can just sit, and I will get round to it. At least they have a plan now. Right, so what else have we got? So should we go with the self-striping now? So I was lucky enough to get some self-striping yarn from Kelly of Lay Family Yarn. I actually got some this time round. Oh, this isn't good. They're not named. Oh, that one is. That's got Book Club on it. St Ives Bay. I think this is 100 Acre Wood. So pretty. I'm really looking forward to doing these little stripy socks. And the idea is that once I cast off one, I'll cast on another one. But until I get that mini, that's slightly on hold. I don't want to start like another pair. This is St Ives Bay. These beautiful blues. Absolutely stunning. Can't wait to cast this one on. This reminds me of what's it called? Her self-striping that I love. Winter Wonderland. I'll come back to me. But yeah, love that. And then this is Book Club. Again, this is beautiful, these colours. So gorgeous. So that's the Lay Family Yarn self-striping. I can't remember whether I showed you this. So this is June's Santa Secret Sock Club yarn. I can't remember whether I showed it to you. If you haven't opened yours for some reason, look away. I mean, it's May's, isn't it? It's the one I was supposed to have knit in June, because the other one's out and I've that's on its way. So I am going to show this, but as I said, look away if you have not opened yours for any reason. There we go. I need to get this cast on as well. Could do with just like a month off so I can catch up on all my knitting projects. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? And then I had the lovely Helen Giddy Yarns had a sort of summer update, and oh, they're just gorgeous. So these are 25 gram, no, none of that says 25. I'm reading it. None of it says 25. 50 gram main skein, 20 gram mini. So 70 grams worth of yarn. And this is Wildflower Meadow. Oh, I love it. Again, beautiful summer, you know, out knitting out in the garden, shorty socks. Perfect. And then this one is Fool's Spring. Again, beautiful. Absolutely stunning yarn. So that's it. That's it for my purchases. I mean, there was quite a lot, but obviously it's been quite a long break since I last spoke to you. Let's see how long it is next time. I'm planning on trying to go back to my weekly schedule. Normally it's not that easy in the summer, but actually this summer I'm not going away as much. So hopefully I can sort it out and sort out whether I'm going to go on to project or whether I'm going. So if you're new here, the knitting project is a rotation that I do whereby on day one I knit something, day two I knit something, day three, and it's 6 days, not 7, because sometimes I'm busier than others on certain days. And that way everything gets like an even amount worked on it. And I found it used to be really good for me to finish up projects, but it used to take a little while to get a finished object, and I never kind of got the idea whether everybody liked seeing the tiny bit of progress on each project each week, or whether they preferred seeing something finished and something new cast on. But I have got a lot of whips and they do need to get sorted, because at the moment they're not going to fit in where I want them to fit in. So the best way to sort that problem out is to actually finish some of them. But I'm a squirrel. I say that, and by, you know, in 2 hours time I'll have cast on something new, because that's me. Hopefully not, because I've got enough going on at the moment. I do not need anything more to cast on. Said no knitter ever. Oh dear. Right, on that note, I'm going to say goodbye. So I hope you're all okay wherever you are. Take care, and hopefully I'll see you next week.